My girlfriend told our friends, he's lucky I even stay with him at the party. I raised my glass and said, to luck running out. What everyone saw the next morning on social media made them choose sides. I, 29 male, been with Becca, 27, for 2 years. Saturday night changed everything. We were at our friend Nolan's birthday party. About 30 people there, mix of her friends, my friends, mutual friends. I was catching up with some guys from my bowling league when I heard Becca's voice carrying across the room. Honestly, Diego's lucky I even stay with him. Like, look at me and look at him. I could have anyone I want, but I chose to do charity work. Everyone went quiet. She was drunk, but not that drunk. She knew exactly what she was saying. Her friend Kira laughed. Becca, that's harsh. It's true though. He drives a 2015 Honda, lives in that tiny apartment, and his idea of a romantic date is mini golf. I'm basically Mother Teresa over here. I walked over, grabbed a beer from the cooler, and raised it. To luck running out. She rolled her eyes. See? He can't even take a joke, so sensitive. I just smiled and walked away. Spent the rest of the party chatting with people, acting normal. But inside, I was done. See? What Becca didn't know was that Valentina was at that party. Valentina works at the same accounting firm as me, different department. We're friendly, nothing more. But Valentina happens to be dating Becca's dream guy. This dude named Garrett she's been obsessing over since before we met. Becca always comments on his posts, likes all his gym selfies, talks about how some people just have it all. Valentina heard everything Becca said, and she was pissed. Your girlfriend's got some nerve, she told me by the drinks table. Talking about charity work when she's been sliding into Garrett's DMs every week for 2 years. I almost dropped my beer. What? Oh, you didn't know? Check his Instagram. He screenshots them sometimes because they're so cringe. He thinks it's hilarious. The next morning, I woke up to my phone blowing up. Valentina had posted a TikTok that went mini viral in our social circle. It was a compilation of screenshots. Becca messaging Garrett things like, why are you with her when you could have me? I'm only with Diego until someone better comes along. Meet me for coffee? I'll tell Diego I'm at work. You know I'm prettier than her, right? The kicker? Garrett's responses were brutal. I'm good, thanks. Please stop messaging me. Becca, I've asked you to stop. I'm blocking you now. The caption? When you find out your friend's charity case boyfriend is the only reason she has a relationship at all. She belongs to the streets. Our entire friend group saw it. Everyone who was at that party, her coworkers, her family. My phone started ringing. Becca. I let it go to voicemail. Update 1. The entitlement is off the charts, y'all. So Becca showed up at my apartment Monday morning, not to apologize. Oh no, to demand I fix this mess. You need to make Valentina take down that video now. How is this my problem to fix? Because you let her humiliate me. You probably encouraged it. This is all your fault. I didn't know about the messages until after you publicly called me a charity case. She actually stomped her foot, like a toddler. That was just girl talk. You weren't supposed to hear it. It was loud enough for everyone to hear. Whatever. Just fix it. Tell Valentina to take it down, or I'll sue her for defamation. I laughed. It's not defamation if it's true. Those are your actual messages. She had no right to share private conversations. Neither did you when you shared our private relationship details with a room full of people. She grabbed my coffee mug and threw it at the wall. My favorite mug, the one shaped like a bowling pin. I'm moving in, she announced. My roommates saw the video and they're being total bitches about it. Pack up your game room, I need space for my things. Becca, we're done. You know that, right? She laughed. Not a nice laugh. No, we're not. You don't get to break up with me. Especially not now when I need you. Do you know how embarrassing this is? My reputation is ruined. Your reputation is exactly what you built it to be. God, you're so vindictive. First you turn everyone against me, now you're kicking me out. We don't live together. You can't be kicked out of an apartment you don't live in. I stay here 5 nights a week. Stayed. Past tense. She pulled out her phone. Fine. If you want to play dirty, I'll show everyone who you really are. 20 minutes later, she posted on Instagram. Since everyone wants to judge me for a joke, let me tell you about Diego. He games until 3 a.m., forgets our anniversary, and hasn't bought me flowers in a year. I've been carrying this relationship while he plays with his little bowling friends, but sure, I'm the bad guy. The comments were not what she expected. Nolan, you literally called him a charity case at my birthday party. Her roommate, Thay. Girl, you told us you were only with him for the free dinners. Someone named Ray. My dude bought you that $300 purse last month and you said it was adequate. Even her mom, Rebecca, please call me. She dirty deleted within an hour. But the real kicker came Tuesday. Becca works at a dental office as a receptionist. Guess who needed an emergency root canal? Garrett. Guess who tried to comfort him by rubbing his shoulders and suggesting dinner after? Guess who got sent home by the office manager for inappropriate conduct with a patient? Yeah. She called me crying. I might lose my job. This is all your fault. If you had just defended me at the party, none of this would have happened. Becca, you harassed a patient. That has nothing to do with me. He's not a patient. He's Garrett. I've known him for years. Through Instagram DMs he kept blocking you from? You poisoned him against me. I've never spoken to the man in my life. Then Valentina did. You're all conspiring against me. I'll sue everyone. She hung up, then texted me 73 times in the next hour. Not exaggerating, I counted. Everything from please baby, I'm sorry, to you'll regret this, to I know where you work. I screenshot everything and saved it to a folder. Just in case. Update 2 bras, the spiral is real. So Becca got suspended pending investigation from her job. Apparently after the Garrett incident they reviewed the security footage and found multiple instances of her going through patient files. Specifically, looking up attractive male patients and their contact info. She showed up at my bowling league Wednesday night, full makeup, tiny dress, the works. Hey baby, I thought I'd come support you. My teammate Jerome looked at me. Didn't she call you a charity case? That was taken out of context. Becca grabbed my arm. Diego and I have such a playful relationship, right babe? I gently removed her hand. Becca, please leave. But I'm here to be a supportive girlfriend. See everyone? See how supportive I am? The alley manager had to ask her to leave when she started taking selfies on lane 6 during someone else's frame. She made a scene, claiming I had lured her there to humiliate her. Then came Thursday. Oh, Thursday. I get a call from my landlord. Becca had called him claiming to be my wife and tried to get duplicate keys made because I was having a mental breakdown and locked her out. Fortunately, my landlord is a G. He's like 65, been renting to me for 4 years. He goes, son, I didn't know you got married. Congrats, but I'm gonna need to see some paperwork before I hand out keys. She hung up on him. Friday morning, she created a GoFundMe. I kid you not. Help Rebecca rebuild after targeted harassment campaign. The description was wild. My ex-boyfriend coordinated a vicious attack on my character after I made a harmless joke. I've lost my job, my home, and my reputation. He's turned all my friends against me and I'm basically homeless. Please help a struggling woman get back on her feet. Goal, $15,000. Her dad commented, Rebecca, you live at home. You're not homeless. Please stop this. She raised dollars. But Saturday was the chef's key, the culmination. I'm at the grocery store buying normal stuff. Milk, bread, frozen pizzas. I see her car in the parking lot, but figure, hey, it's a public place, whatever. I'm checking out when I hear, thief, someone stop him. It's Becca, pointing at me, in front of everyone. He stole my credit card, check his pockets. I canceled it, but he's trying to use it. The security guard looks tired. Ma'am, he's using a debit card. I can see it from here. He must have multiple stolen cards. I demand you search him. The manager comes over. The cashier is frozen. There's a line of people behind me filming. I stayed calm. This is my ex-girlfriend. She's been harassing me all week. I can show you texts, emails, the fake GoFundMe page. I pulled out my phone and showed the manager the 73 texts, the GoFundMe, everything. Meanwhile, Becca is screaming that I'm manipulating evidence and probably a hacker. The manager asked her to leave. She refused. Security had to escort her out while she screamed about lawsuits and knowing people in high places. Plot twist. One of the people filming was a local news reporter shopping for her family. She didn't run the story, but she did post the video on her personal Twitter with, y'all, I can't even. It got 45K views. Final update. Sometimes the trash really does take itself out. After the grocery store incident, I filed for a restraining order, granted immediately based on the documentation I'd been keeping. Becca was ordered to stay 500 feet away and cease all contact. She violated it within 48 hours, showed up at my work with a giant teddy bear and balloons. I just wanted to apologize. You can't arrest someone for apologizing. You can, in fact, arrest someone for violating a restraining order. She spent the night in jail. Her parents had to bail her out. Her dad called me after. Diego, I'm sorry. We've enabled her for too long. She's always been like this, but we made excuses. She's just confident. She knows her worth. We created a monster. Here's where it gets interesting. Remember Garrett? He actually reached out to me on Instagram. Turns out, after Becca got fired, she started showing up at his gym. His home gym, the one in his apartment complex that requires a key fob. She was tailgating residents to get in. She'd positioned herself on the treadmill next to wherever he worked out, taking selfies where he'd be in the background. Posted them with captions like, "Great minds work out alike." Garrett and his building's management were building a harassment case. He had 2 years of messages, the dental office incident, and now stalking at his residence. But Becca solved that problem herself. She rear-ended his car in the parking lot, on purpose, with witnesses. Her master plan? He'd have to talk to her for insurance purposes. Instead, he called the cops. She was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, the car, stalking, and violating her restraining order with me. She texted me, "This is your fault," right before ramming Garrett's car. The judge was not amused, at all. Becca got 6 months in county jail, 3 years probation, mandatory psychiatric evaluation and treatment, restraining orders from both Garrett and me. Her license suspended. She also has to pay for Garrett's car damages and his medical bills. He got whiplash. Her final post before going to jail? Taking a social media break to focus on self-care and healing from toxic people. If you were a real friend, you know how to reach me. The comments were turned off. As for me, I'm doing all right. Been going to therapy to process everything. Turns out dating someone who constantly puts you down messes with your head more than you realize. Joined a new bowling team, got a promotion at work, adopted a cat named Strike, bowling pun intended. Valentina and I are friends, just friends. She did me a solid by exposing the truth, but we both agree that jumping into anything would be weird. Her and Garrett are solid though. Dude's actually pretty cool. My advice? When someone tells you you're lucky, they even stay with you. Believe them. They're telling you exactly how they see you, and you deserve better than being anyone's charity case. Also, document everything. You never know when you'll need 73 texts and security footage to prove you're not the crazy one. Peace out, Reddit. Hopefully this is my last update. Unless she gets out early for good behavior. She did not get out early for good behavior.